Hi, this is Paul Tonko, representing the 20th Congressional District with my weekly update. Here we are in D.C., and there have been some outcomes that have a rather harsh impact upon the 20th Congressional District that we call home. Let me point to those three areas. First, energy and water, as a bill that was taken up this week in the House. I found it regrettable that there wasn't a sense of vision, a future spin on legislation that is incredibly important to a district that has been identified as one of the fastest growing in the country as a hub for jobs in the clean energy innovation area. What we need are investments to strengthen that growth, to further that growth. What we found were cuts to research, cuts to renewable power, making that less likely, cuts that would come into areas of programming that speak to innovation and cleverness of design in the energy capacity. It was a response that showed a high degree of disconnect with the world around us, as other nations are effectively investing to robustly compete in a global race on clean energy and innovation and high tech. We're dismantling, defunding, undoing these programs that are especially important to the nation for our sharp competitive edge, and critically important, closer to home, here in the 20th Congressional District, that has witnessed nanoscience and superconductive cable and chip manufacturing as our job growth. That job growth area was impacted negatively by these several cuts to many programs, including that of the Manufacturing Institute, which is important to revitalizing America's manufacturing base based on energy opportunities. The second area of opportunity that was somewhat removed from our ranks was that of the Farm Bill. The Farm Bill not only does not speak effectively to the needs of our ag community, that sector of the economy that is critically important to New York State and certainly to upstate New York, it also impacted heavily on cuts to SNAP programs, nutrition programs, groups that are addressed through hunger networks and through Meals on Wheels programs and the like. The range from seniors to children to infants and toddlers, women, several women impacted by the program, and families in general. This was an unnecessary cut, $20 billion to programs that speak to the needs of the hungry in our community, were totally bypassed in order to provide rich opportunities for those who, without any identification, any values check, are getting huge payments as corporate farming networks across this country. So it was clearly the priority of the House to not assist those most in need. Tragically, we had a bipartisan agreement in the Ag Committee that would have enabled us to do this in a bipartisan, spirited way that would have offered the most bold and balanced approach we could have imagined. We skipped and missed that opportunity simply through the desire to cut severely, cut deeply into programs that feed some of the most vulnerable, including families who are working but simply can't find the economic means to provide for all the nutrition for their families. Finally, the ripple effect of the sequestration concept has now begun to hit home. I voted against the concept because it's a mindless, thoughtless exercise that was the cowardly approach to the belt tightening that we need to do. I believe that through the boldness and balance of revenues, investment, cuts to programs that may be outmoded, and to approach and rid the system of waste and inefficiency, we can go forward with the soundness of a budget that reduces the deficit, adds jobs, and allows us to continue programs that are meaningfully important in the fabric of the communities of the 20th Congressional District. Instead, now we have this ripple effect that has impacted workers who are furloughed because of sequestration. That means, on average, $2,500 removed from the pockets of those families. That means $2,500 less per person filtering into the regional economy, impacting retail, impacting restaurants, impacting perhaps auto dealerships, impacting the sort of vacations that families might have wanted to save for. So it's a cruel approach. It's one that's been harsh on our working families, our middle-income community, And the saga continues here. We will continue to fight to the best of our ability to have a bold, balanced initiative on any of these programs and to invest in a way that allows us to be robustly competitive. We must cut where we can to invest where we must. Talk to you soon.